So as I'm known to do, I look to push the norms of general conventions, okay? Meaning, I like to make sure y'all woke the fuck up in this piece. Now, here's one that we need to dig deep into as far as the numbers are concerned to help you understand my skepticism about what I'm about to explain. And help you understand also why, simply put, the job that you think Sony is doing with its exclusives, as far as revenue, is a farce. Hey yo, what's up people? It's your boy MM2K. I'm back with another one. About to stir the pot again. You know how I do. I had to wake him up on Destiny. Now I'm going to do it again with this one. Yo, before we continue though, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, then hit that bell for me please. Let your boy know that you appreciate the material and helps me bring out more, helps you get your prescriptions, because y'all need them. The sickness is running rampant, yo. So here's the deal. Now I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do it, baby. By using the Puke Pundit's darling, Horizon Zero Dawn, yes, I'm going there, okay, to extenuate my point. My point being that y'all think that Sony is just knocking it dead with all these exclusives, that they're making so much money off of all of them, that they're doing so super fantastic, and because they're pumping out games for y'all, everything is lovely in Sony land. Wrong, alright? And I'm going to use Horizon Zero Dawn, the new industry darling, as an example to showcase why not. Now, Horizon Zero Dawn has sold a total of 3.4 million copies, with over 900,000 being digital sales as told by Sony themselves. So with those totals, it's clear to say that the game grossed around 135 million when you combine the digital and physical copies sold. Alright, so after you come up with the 135 million, then you have to subtract the cost of development. Now, Guerrilla Games stated in a Dutch publication that $47 million was budgeted to make the game. And if you subtract 47 million from 135 million, you got a lot of cheese left, right? You know what I'm saying? We're talking like 88 million, okay? But hold on, Chief. We need to examine some things first. First and foremost, that $47 million figure, you have to pay close attention to that. And DualShockers publication themselves, and I gotta give it to DualShockers, even though they lean towards Sony, hey, they're called DualShockers, but still, they gave an accurate translation of Guerrilla Games' interview in that Dutch publication, which everybody else didn't do. They took the 47 million as figure as golden and made it seem like that's how much it cost, but no. DualShockers Translate was one of the few places that translated that interview correctly. And when you do the correct translation, Guerrilla Games said it cost at least 47 million to make the game. This means that the game was budgeted for 47 million in business talk. Now also, don't forget people that the game was pushed back. Yes, remember that? Oh yeah! Now when projects get pushed back, they likely go over budget. Now it was very important for Sony at this time to make this game right for their fans. Remember, Yoshida and Andrew House were being pressed in interviews. Yo, where are the Sony exclusives that we all love to hug and kiss? Where they at? Where they at? And Sony was like, yo, you know, we get it. We understand. We're not bringing it so far yet, but just wait for this Horizon Zero Dawn. Trust me, okay? Now, they were getting hammered, and they pushed the game back to appeal to their fan base, to the Puke Pundits, because in their words, these are their words, this is why they pushed the game back, to deliver on a more ambitious vision, okay? In addition to that, the development team peaked to 250 devs, alright, within the studio, with an additional 100 devs from Asia that were outsourced working on the game as well. Then you gotta factor in the game engine being used. Now, these are some facts that y'all don't know because y'all ain't been taking y'all medicine and y'all ain't been doing your homework, okay? The game engine is the same one used by Kojima for his up-and-coming Death Stranding game. Now, why is that important? Because Kojima is known not to come cheap with his games, with two of his titles, with at least two of them, being listed within the top 10 most expensive games ever made of all time. This engine has been coined as very powerful as well, as told by publications such as nowloading.com. And we know in the gaming world, power means money. Alright? Therefore, it's safe to say, okay, now that I think we all educated, it's safe to say that $47 million tag price, or price tag, excuse me, was a farce. Alright? Now let's start talking advertising. The always forgotten element. Oh yes. Well, how much did it cost? How much did it take to market the game? Well, we don't have exact figures that Sony released, of course, because nobody releases that. But however, we do have our brain power, and we have Dr. Spreadsheets himself that does his homework for you, okay? And what we do know, because of the homework that I've done, is that we do know that that price tag was pretty hefty. First, let's talk the marketing machine that Sony made very well known that they were putting behind this title. They made it clear to publications like Gamerant, for one, that they were backing the game with a quote, these are their words, not mine, quote, huge marketing budget. And we know what huge marketing budgets look like in 2016 and 2017, right? We're talking at least $100 million or more. Some of y'all still don't believe me. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, Sony released what was estimated to be a $1 million ad for Horizon Zero Dawn. It was just for 30 seconds. But nonetheless, estimated a $1 million ad for Horizon Zero Dawn during the 2017 Fiesta Bowl. That's a lot of cheese for just a 30-second commercial, right? Oh, you still don't believe me that Sony was throwing a lot of money towards the marketing for this game? All right, let's try one more thing. Tech Radar reports at the time that in regards to marketing, quote, Sony's focusing on TV spots and big ads in national papers and magazines rather than bizarre promotion only designed to appeal to the existing gaming community, end quote. In other words, they're spending a lot of money on ads everywhere, all right? So again, big time money went into the marketing. If we know that big time money marketing back in 2011 was around 60 million due to the Dead Space information that we were given recently, then we know that nowadays that price tag has inflated to 100 million, 125 million, 150 million. Well, I hope you guys know, because you should be taking your doses. Now, if the development went into hyperdrive to serve a newfound ambitious vision on an expensive, powerful engine, then it's fair to say that the development hovered around, and I'm using a conservative figure here based upon the information that we know. We're going to say that it hovered around 65 million, not that 47 million. Come on, man, get out of here. And if we take another conservative figure for big time budgeting for a video game where you're doing ads in national newspapers and magazines and all these TV ads, then we know that that marketing had to be at least $100 million. So using those two conservative figures, 65 million and 100 million for what we know now, that's 165 million, right? Well, as we crunched before, the game only has brought in 132 million so far. So that means in order to get out of the red, just using those conservative figures, the game sales would have to reach at least 4.2 million copies. All right. So, but that's just using conservative figures. What about those of you that are listening that ain't Sony, wood buffers, for lack of a better term, that aren't Sony water carriers? And y'all want the straight dope, okay? Y'all want the straight dope? Okay, here we go. Here goes the straight dope. Pure, uncut, raw. All right. If you want to use more realistic numbers, you have to estimate the development cost around 75 million based off of what we know. And the marketing cost around 150 million. Now that's really some big time budgeting money, okay? That equals what the information we've just gone over. That would take the game needing to sell over 5.7 million in order to get out of the red, okay? Hell! And relating to what my man Z was talking about in another podcast, but they wouldn't give him a chance to elaborate on it, you know what I'm saying? Going off current trends towards development and big time marketing, it's not even unlikely to analyze that they need 6 million to get past to get out of the red. Kind of like how the game they copied did back in 2013. And the game that they copied was Tomb Raider, the reboot, okay? They stated that they needed 6 million to get out of the red back in 2013. Now, back to my recollection and back to the numbers that we've been crunching and all other stuff, the marketing campaign for Horizon Zero Dawn looked to be around that avenue. So if in 2013 you need to see us to do $6 million because of development and marketing, it's not unlikely to say the same for what's it called. But we're going to stick to the 5.7 million figure, okay? Because that matches more likely to what we were able to discover. But as you can see, the range was from 4.2 million to 6 million, as Z tried to explain, and people tried to shut it down. But again, we always do our math and we always take our shots, all right? You always get your medicine here with the doctor. All right, now, fact of the matter is, people, these games that come from Sony, these exclusives, when heavily marketed and huge like Horizon Zero Dawn, look, it's a huge, humongous game. And it's a very pretty looking game that was a lot of development went into the aesthetics and just the sheer size of the game. You cannot deny that, regardless of what you feel about the title. These games cost money to make and market, all right? And without a major multiplayer component to keep bringing in revenue, single player games like this are at a disadvantage. Sony, simply put, can't keep producing double the content of its main competitor, Microsoft, but only see quarter of the profit, more than Microsoft. Sony keeps pumping out double the output, double the games, double the console sales, but they're only seeing 25% more profit. That is not sustainable in the Fortune 500 world, okay? Therefore, Sony is done with the fanfare. They're done with it. Don't believe me? Well, here's an excerpt from their last investor call. Yoshida-san also talked about former Sony Interactive CEO Andrew House leaving PlayStation and John Kodera stepping in his place. Since Kodera-san is the one who built up the network business, his appointment will lead to further expansion of that segment. Under his direction, Sony can strengthen the direction and improve the reoccurring revenue business, alright? Meaning, we're done with the fanfare, we tried giving it to you, you are not buying these games at the attach rate we need you to, we are copying Microsoft's business model. You need more? Let me give you one more. We also hear that third-party sales of in-game items and content is very significant for Sony as well. On the first-party side, listen to this, compared to other companies, the portion for Sony of in-game sales is still relatively low. But under Kodera-san's leadership, there will be appropriate exploration and decisions taken in the future. Last but not least, once again, we are done with the fanfare. We've done it. It makes us look good on the internet, but it's doing nothing for our bottom line. We are following Microsoft's business model. I don't know what else to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to show y'all the red pill and the blue pill. But whatever the case may be, whether you want to take it or not, to understand what's about to come for you in the gaming world, you better get woke, okay? Take your prescriptions. And that's it from your boy MM2K. Hey, yo, I hope you appreciate the material. I hope y'all do feel woke, okay? I'm just trying to help you out, all right? This is no fanboy stuff. This is just reality. But nevertheless, if you like the material, you know where to catch it. You know where to catch more. I'm on the corner of every boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check out the links below where you can follow your boy. Also, I do a show with your boy TRS. It's called Scram Punks. Follow that as well. PNTSnetwork.com. And last but not least, follow the bullies. Support the Patreon. You know, check out that gear. Everything. Check out the website. All that stuff. Check out the links below. And as always, while you still can't enjoy them, play your single player game. No, I'm just messing around. Yo, as always, you have a wonderful gaming day.